This presentation is an overview of the ALLDECK coating system application. For the complete instructions, please refer to our ALLDECK application instructions. The ALLDECK coating system is a multi-layered system consisting of 3/4 ounce fiberglass mat, ALLDECK laminating resin, ALLDECK textured base coat, and ALLDECK finish resin. It adheres well to a variety of surfaces, including concrete, wood, gypsum board, cement board, asphalt, metal, epoxy stone, and magnesite diato. When properly applied, the waterproof system creates a uniformly textured, seamless, fire and skid-resistant, safer walking surface. The ALLDECK coating system is available in 26 standard colors and a wide variety of decorative options, including multicolored treatments, faux finishes, 18 standard stencil patterns, and custom colors.
Before application, clean deck surface. Remove all dust, dirt, oil, wax, and other contaminants. Use ALLDECK cleaner. Do not use powdered detergents. For mildew, mold, or algae, use a solution of water and bleach. ALLDECK Level Quick is a resin-fortified cement product used to fill in and level out uneven surfaces, such as exposed aggregate, birdseed, tile, grout lines, puddles, and salt-finished concrete. ALLDECK patching compound is used to fill non-moving cracks and other minor defects on concrete and wood, such as knots, splits, cracks, holes, and rough grain. For larger moving cracks, V out with a grinder and clean away deck of all dust. Staple seam metal to plywood deck. Use a 1/4 inch crown galvanized staple with a 1/2 to 3/4 inch leg. Space the staples 1 inch apart, down both sides of the metal. Staple at a 90-degree angle to the edge of the metal. For hand nailing, use ALLDECK Fast Tack adhesive in conjunction with the nails. Apply the adhesive in a zigzag pattern to the underside of the metal. Use an 1.25 inch galvanized box nail. Nail every 2 inches down both sides of seam metal. Then zigzag down the center every 3 to 4 inches. The first coat of patching compound is applied very thin with a 6-inch putty knife. This will fill in the countersunk nails or staples. After the first coat is dry, use a 6-inch knife to scrape the patch just enough to remove the nubs and ridges. Use a 10-inch wallboard knife to apply a second thin coat of patching compound. Do not apply too thick. Feather out the edges of the seam metal. Roll out the fiberglass mat and cut with a razor knife. When matching uneven or frayed edges of fiberglass, overlap the two ends about 2 to 3 inches. Cut through both pieces to make a matched seam. When applying laminating resin, pour out a large puddle onto the mat at one end. Roll on with a 3/4 inch nap paint roller. Add resin as needed. While resin is wet, use a No. 1 fiberglass roller to tuck the fiberglass mat into the routed out crack. Use a brush with more resin to smooth out the groove. While the fiberglass is still wet, use a 6 to 8 inch fiberglass roller to work out wrinkles and bubbles. The mat will conform to the deck for a superior bond. For drains, remove the cover. Place fiberglass mat over the drain. Cut an X through the mat over the drain. Push the flaps into the drain. Brush mat into drain with ALLDECK laminating resin. Brush and contour mat into drain opening. Using both the tip and the side of the razor knife blade, fray the mat into strands to make it conform to the opening. Use a 3-inch fiberglass roller to follow the contour of the drain. To protect walls and other objects, mask with paper and tape. Lay cut pieces of fiberglass onto step. Pour on laminating resin. Cut in edges with a brush, then roll out. Work the fiberglass and laminating resin with a fiberglass roller to ensure adhesion, and let dry. Roll on ALLDECK textured base coat. Then touch up the edges with a brush, and let dry. Cut in ALLDECK finish resin with a brush. Continue applying finish resin with the paint roller. Fill the groove with ALLDECK caulk using a putty knife. Brushing in cove. Saturating the mat with lots of laminating resin. Use a number 3 fiberglass roller to remove air bubbles and conform the fiberglass to the cove. A fiberglass roller is used to smooth out wrinkles and wet mat. Continue to the end of the fiberglass strip. This ensures total saturation. After the laminating coat is dry, detail the surface by patching in all the seams, edges, and minor defects. Mask the walls prior to spraying or rolling the textured base coat. Mix the textured base coat with an electric drill motor and a Jiffy mixer blade. Mix 1 pail of texture powder to 1 gallon of base coat resin. Mix until thoroughly blended. Pour material onto surface. Use a 1/4 to 3/8 inch nap roller cover. Work material in, then lay off in straight lines. Continue working in and laying off towards you. If you stop in a forward motion, it will cause a mark. Add more resin and repeat procedure. Where required, a brush may be used to cut in the edge. And let dry. Pour material into hopper. Spray in overlapping circles. Move the gun back and forth across the deck area to create a seamless pattern. More air breaks the material up into a finer texture. More material creates larger splatters. Pour ALLDECK finish resin onto deck surface. Spread with a 3/4 inch nap roller cover. Work in several directions. Lay off in straight lines. Continue working in and laying off towards you. If you stop in a forward motion, it will cause a mark. When the finish is still wet, you may choose to broadcast the decorative confetti particles onto the surface. It is best applied with a hopper gun, shooting out ahead of yourself into the air so it flutters down onto the deck. ALLDECK is water-soluble when wet. Material can be washed off tools by rinsing with water. Clean all rollers, brushes, fiberglass rollers, and hopper guns under faucet in a pail or with a garden hose. Detergent and warm water work faster. If the resin is allowed to dry on tools, they may be soaked in acetone or lacquer thinner. To repair small unbonded areas in the completed deck, lightly outline area. Using a small nail to make a hole on 4 sides of the area marked. Fill the large syringe about 1 inch or 2 with ALLDECK Hypo Mix. Insert needle in first hole and inject a small amount into the hole. Repeat in the other 3 holes. Wipe off excess hypomix with a damp cloth and wipe entire repair area. This will help to spread the resin under the mat. Place a piece of plastic on the repair. Keep it in place using a weight. Leave for several hours. Remove needle. Pull out top of syringe and rinse all 3 pieces well before putting away. To repair a dry wrinkle in the dried laminated fiberglass, shave out and dig out the wrinkle. Fill in with ALLDECK patching compound prior to applying ALLDECK textured base coat. To repair a small bubble or small defect, handle in the same manner. Cut out and patch in with ALLDECK patching compound. Then apply textured base coat and finish resin. When installing fiberglass mat, you may replace damaged, shredded, or misaligned fiberglass by double cutting through the new piece and the old. Remove the scraps and replace the old piece with the new one. For medium-sized replacements in the completed system, double cut new fiberglass over the completed defect. Replace finished piece with the new fiberglass and ALLDECK laminating resin. When dry, patch in and let dry. Brush on and stipple textured base coat with the end of the brush to blend with surrounding area. Let dry. Apply finish with a brush. ALLDECK is available in 26 standard colors as well as custom tints. Confetti finish is available in all the standard colors and is mixed in combinations of your choice. The combination of background colors, confetti finish, and stencil patterns creates an unlimited number of possibilities, limited only by your imagination. You can make each application a unique work of art.
You have just seen highlights of the ALLDECK coating system application. Remember to read the complete application instructions prior to installing the system. If you have any questions regarding preparation, repairs, application, compatibility, or suitability of the ALLDECK products for your project, consult the manufacturer at 800 ALLDECK.